We ready in the main jail? Oh, yeah. No.
Keep the volume down, guys, so people can hear. And once you're done, step to the side and out the door, follow the judge's instructions. Then we allow the next person to hear what the judge is saying about them.
Alrighty. Here we go with Lila Shahid.
Stand here. Yes.
Ms. Shahid, you got a capias for $5,000 for violation of an injunction. You've got a status hearing on the 17th. Have a good day,
Okay.
ma'am. Then you have Teresa Williams Harper. You have a domestic battery charge, $500 bond, no contact with the alleged victim. Have a good day, ma'am. Lauren Asatoro. Miss Asatoro,
Yes.
you got a trespass. Court finds probable cause, $25 bond. You want to plead no contest?
Yes, I do.
Time served. Don't go back there.
I won't.
Nigeria Holloway. Holloway, you're charged with solicitation, $300 bond, resisting without violence, no bond required. Court finds probable cause. You want to plead no contest?
Yes.
Okay, on count one is a withhold, HIV testing, count two, time served. Have a good day, ma'am.
All right. What I mean?
Vernesia Potke.
May.
Ms. Potke, you got resisting an officer without violence and trespassing. Court finds probable cause. Do you want to plead no contest? You got a $100 bond.
Yes.
No contest.
Okay, time served, no return.
What happened?
No return to the premises, ma'am. Time served. Okay, Williams.
Yes.
Sycorla. Okay, you're charged with trespassing, $25 bond, court finds probable cause. You want to plead no contest?
Yes.
Time served. Have a good day. No return. Amber Wright.
She's a medical research, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Then Bridget Medina.
North Broward.
Miss Medina, you have a DUI, $500 bond, DUI property damage, $10,000 bond, DUI property damage, $1,000 bond, driving while suspended driver's license, $750 bond. Court finds probable cause, all counts. Can you make the bond?
No.
Okay. Pretrial release, no alcohol, no driving, no intoxicants. You'll be subject to random testing. Have a good day. Tenort. Cache Tenort. You're charged with two violations of probation. You have a no bond hold. You'll be detained going before Judge McCarthy on the 17th. Have a good day, man. Emanuela Pierre.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning.
No problem.
You're charged, ma'am, with uttering a false instrument, $1,000 bond, possession of marijuana, no bond required. Court finds probable cause. Can you make the $1,000 bond?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, pretrial release. No alcohol or intoxicants. Subject to random testing. Betty Jean.
May.
What is that? Here.
Betty Jean, you're charged with neglect of the elderly, without harm, great harm. Court finds probable cause, $1,000 bond, no contact. Can you make the $1,000 bond?
Yes.
Okay, post bond. Have a good day, ma'am.
What you say?
Quintera, no, Neil. Bonded, thank you. Then we have Barbara Valdez.
Judge Murphy, we were contacted by,
She what?
She was booked in a violation of pretrial warrant, which is not the magistrate.
Okay, so she's deleted?
Yes.
Okay. Then we have Ernesto Sanchez.
Spanish interpreter, Judge?
Okay. Sir, do you swear to interpret from English to Spanish and Spanish to English as accurately as possible?
I do. Esteban
And
Rojas.
would you state your name for the record?
Esteban Rojas.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Sanchez,
Señor Sánchez,
you're charged with domestic violence. Court finds probable cause. Bond is $500.
a usted se le acusa de violencia doméstica. Considero que existen indicios probables de delito. La fianza es de $500
And no contact with the victim whatsoever.
y se le prohíbe tener
Have a good day,
contacto
sir.
alguno con la supuesta víctima. Buen día, señor.
Edison Vasquez.
I'm
Yes?
sorry, Judge, we're requesting access to property.
Su señoría, estamos
Granted, granted.
Thank you.
solicitamos acceso a la propiedad del señor Sánchez otorgado.
Edson Vasquez,
Spanish interpreter?
keeping you busy today. You're charged with domestic battery. Court finds probable cause, $500 bond.
Se le acusa de agresión doméstica. Considero que existen indicios probables de delito. $500 de fianza.
No contact with the alleged victim.
Se le
Have a
prohíbe
good day.
tener contacto con la supuesta víctima. Buen día.
Roland Evans. Roland Evans, you're charged with domestic battery. The court finds probable cause, bond is set in the amount of $1,000. No contact with the alleged victim. That means no contact in any way. Okay?
Judge, would you consider a lesser bond? He can't
Nope.
afford $1,000.
That's, I think under the circumstances, that bond is reasonable. Josu Etten.
Judge, Mr. Evans advised that the listed victim is in the courtroom. She's present.
Charlie.
Not here.
Okay.
Nobody waiting outside, is there?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Just make sure. Okay. All right, now then we have Jesu Mr. Enton, you're charged with battery domestic, resisting an officer without violence, and then you got some traffic charges. Court finds probable cause. Bond is set in the amount of $500 on count one, $500 on count two. No contact with the alleged victim. Have a good
Excuse me, Your
day,
Honor.
sir.
What about the traffic tickets?
Yeah, you don't need to post bond on those. You take care of them when you get out. Gerard Weschler.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're charged with domestic battery. The court finds probable cause. Bond is set in the amount of $1,000. No contact with the alleged victim. Mark Tyndall. Mr. Tyndall, you've got a resisting without violence and you've got a violation of probation. I can't offer you a plea on count one because of the VOP. The VOP is a no bond hold. by Judge McHugh, which is on the violation of a domestic violence. Court finds probable cause. You'll be detained going before Judge McHugh.
All right.
Have a good day.
Judge, Mr. Wexler is requesting a property order. Access to property.
Granted. Jason Surigo. You've got a violation of a misdemeanor on a domestic battery, Judge McHugh. You're set for the 17th, but your bond is $1,000. Court finds probable cause. What? Bond is already posted. Okay.
Smith.
Heath Smith.
Other guy too?
Mr. Smith, you're charged with burglary, occupied structure, unarmed. Court finds probable cause, $5,000 bond. Violation of injunction of domestic violence, $2,500 bond. You've got two capiases on traffic matters, 50 and 500 respectively. You have assault, domestic violence, $1,000 bond. And then you have a burglary, dwelling, or conveyance, armed.
Your Honor, at this time, the state is asking that you make a finding of proof evident presumption great.
Judge, reading the probable cause affidavit, just to be clear, because there's two different cases here that happen on two different days.
Right, I know.
When the alleged burglary occurred on the first day, there was no injunction in place. For a burglary, there needs to be some sort of crime therein in mind when someone allegedly enters a dwelling. Otherwise, it's just a trespass. Reading the probable cause affidavit, it seems that there's a disagreement between the two spouses or ex-spouses here, and that argument seemed to have gotten heated. But upon entering, I don't know if there was any crime therein that was allegedly going to be committed. I understand from the probable cause
I think it's an
affidavit-
assault, counsel, but that we won't,
You're right, the assault or the, but either way, I don't know that that's what was in mind when this started, reading the probable cause affidavit. The state's asking you to find proof evident presumption great, that goes beyond the, beyond a reasonable doubt standard. I don't know what the alleged crime therein was at the time.
It was an assault according to this. I mean, that's what I'm reading. And the court, finds, probable cause. The court finds that the proof is evident, presumption is great. And the court, sets no bond at this time. And, it'll go before the judge to whom it's assigned. Daniel Jasmine? Huh? No bond. No contact, no. Mr. Casimir, you're charged with domestic battery by strangulation. Court finds probable cause. Okay, come on up, sir.
Who's that?
Yes, sir, who are you?
I'm his father.
Okay, what do you want to tell me, sir?
He's had mental health issues all through his life. He's been in and out of foster care. I was hoping to get him back into Henderson and church, and he's really a mess right now because he's not on his meds, and I don't have much money to bond him out. I'm disabled, and I don't make that much money.
Well, sir, I'm really sorry, but these, in here, this is very serious allegation. And I understand the problem with him not taking his meds and what can occur then. But really, the best thing you can probably do is get a hearing before the judge to whom it's assigned so that the alleged victim can be notified and the court can get all the factors, because at this time, on the count one, I'm gonna set bond the amount of $2,500. On the aggravated, battery, I'm going to set bond the amount of $5,000. And on the battery on a law enforcement officer, I'm gonna, set bond the amount of, $2,500. No contact with the victims. And sir, this just needs a full hearing, if you want to get, a
Yeah, I
lower
just want to
bond.
get him help. He needs it really
Well,
bad.
I understand that, but I am not, I can't order the things that might be appropriate. But the judge to whom the case is assigned can hopefully do so. And, at a proper hearing, all of those issues can be, things. So you really want to talk to the judge who's assigned to the case, which you can find out probably on Monday. And, then ask to get a hearing set to set a bond and for him to be evaluated and get treatment. And he may also, qualify me to transfer, to a different court, mental health court, yeah.
Right.
And, but, I'm not in the position to do that. And, sir, this one got scary.
I get it.
I mean, this is, someone being allegedly cut with a broken bottle, and
It's bad.
okay. Thank you, sir, I'm very sorry.
Love you.
Judge,
No
we're
problem.
requesting a photo order.
Yep, granted.
Thank you.
Brian Florescu? Okay, the court, sets bond the amount of $2,000, no contact, all firearms, surrendered, uh, within 24 hours of his release.
Judge, Mr. Forsky can afford up to $1,000 bond so long as he has access to his property. Would you consider lowering
I will
it
give him
to
access to his property at this time, but I believe the bond is reasonable under the circumstances. Rashid Nightingale. You're charged, sir, with, you got, felony capuses from Judge Cohen. These are going back to 2013. Both of them are no bond capuses. You'll be, taken before the judge to whom is now assigned to the case. Judge Cohen's no longer on the bench. And, on the 17th. Have a good day, sir. And then we have Torvis Skinner.
recall, Judge?
Christopher Piffley.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
He, no apology, Your Honor, but he refused to attend.
He refused to attend.
Yes, sir.
Gee whiz, and I wanted to play him out.
You
Would
wanna
you
see me
ask him
today?
if he will, grace us with his presence tomorrow? And we, maybe will be able to dispose of it?
Thank
Yeah,
you,
let's
Judge.
try him tomorrow.
Okay, we'll reset it for tomorrow.
Thank
Have
you,
a good-
Deputy.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Little Marcus Hicks.
May?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Hicks. You're charged with petty theft, $25 bond, court finds probable cause. You want to plead no contest?
No contest.
Time served. Have a good day. You're
Thank
out
you,
of
Your Honor.
there.
Have a nice weekend.
You too. Scott Garvin. Mr. Garvin, you got a capias, for trespassing. Court finds probable cause, bond $500. You want to plead no contest?
Yes.
Time served, no return. Patrick Zaletta. He bonded? Thank you. Moses Levines.
Maine,
Speaking card on his behalf, Your Honor.
Mr. Levines. Mr. Levines. Nope, wrong one.
Yeah, that's not him.
Ah, there we go. There's Mr. Levines.
Good morning.
Mr. Levines, you're charged with open container of capias for $10? You've got to be kidding me. Anyway, do you want to plead no contest?
Do you want to resolve your case?
Withhold.
Have a good day, Moses.
You're out of there. Have a good day. Jordan Carson.
Michael Wilson, sorry. Carson bonded.
Carson bonded?
Yes,
Thank you. Then we have Ebersbach. Glenn Ebersbach.
He's approaching, Judge.
Ah, yes. Mr. Ebersbach, you got an OSHA violation and a couple of others. Now, they got a $25 bond. Court finds probable cause. You want to plead no contest?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Time served. Have a good
Have a
day.
good day, Glenn.
Cleon Best.
At the Conti facility, Your Honor. Conti facility.
Conti, thank you. Mr. Best, you've got an ad charge, count 6. Which is owning or renting a structure known for trafficking drugs, $1,000 bond. Court finds probable cause. You got a $1,000 bond on that count, but you've got all the others. Have a good day, sir. Then we have Darren Graham.
Maine,
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Graham. You got possession of a weapon or ammo by a convicted felon, $5,000 bond, cannabis, over 20 grams, $1,000 bond, and possession with intent to deliver $1,000. And then we have use or display a firearm during a felony. Counsel? Okay, do you want to be heard on that PC on that, or?
On the display?
Huh?
On the display chart?
Yeah,
I think it's a second PC, or, it's a separate PC, Your Honor, that's my issue.
okay, hang on.
Because there should be,
Oh, okay. All right, and, what,
you have both the PCs?
I don't have both PCs. I only have
okay, that's all right. Now, what about, what are you asking for, okay, Mr. Graham, you've got, a $5,000 bond on one, 1,000 on count 2, 1,000 on count 2, and 2,500 on count 3. No firearms. You will surrender any firearms you have within 24 hours of your release.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good day. David D. $2,500.
Thank you, Judge.
David Brian D. Uloa?
Sure.
Okay, you've got false information to a law enforcement officer, you got possession of methamphetamine, possession of paraphernalia, and you got a misdemeanor capias for possession of cannabis, possession of paraphernalia. I'm not gonna offer him a plea because of the other charges. Sir, you've got $1,100 in bond. Can you make the bond?
No, I can't.
Okay, pretrial release, special condition of pretrial release, though, you have to agree to have a drug screening, and if your treatment's required, or recommended, you have treatment, there'll be no alcohol or intoxicants, you'll be subject to random testing. You agree to that?
Yeah.
All right, you're out of there. Wesley Darius. Mr. Darius, you got possession of burglary tools and burglary of a conveyance. Court finds probable cause. Bond is set at $1,000. Count two, $1,000 on count one. Can $2,000 total bond. Can you make the bond?
No, sir.
Pretrial release. Turquoise Brown.
Medical reset. Medical reset.
24 hours?
Medical. See him tomorrow. Bismarck Delencillo. Mr. Valencia, you got a felony driving with a suspended driver's license, $750 bond, but you've got a violation of probation out of Brevard County. So you are detained on a no bond hold out of Brevard. You're gonna have to clear this one in Broward off, and then they'll send you to Brevard. Have a good day. Okay, Michael Cantina.
Medical reset?
Okay, medical research. James Emulus.
Edward German?
Okay. You've got a violation of probation, no bond hold. You've got a hold for U.S. magistrates, no bond hold. You'll be detained going before Judge Fine on the 17th, and then you'll be held for the feds. Have a good day. Kevin Jean. Kevin Jean, you're charged with burglary of an occupied dwelling, unarmed, criminal possession of burglary tools with intent, and criminal mischief. Court finds probable cause and court sets bond the amount of $2,500 on count two, $1,000 on count three, and $500 on count, $2,501 on count one, $1,000 on count two, $500 on three. Have a good day, sir.
This way.
Then we have Luke Dorham.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Durham. You got two petty thefts, $100 bond. Big problem, though, is you got a violation of probation, which is a no bond hold before Judge Shear. You'll be taken before her on the 17th. Have a good day, sir.
Probable cause.
What's that?
Probable cause.
Yeah, I found probable cause. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Did I forget that time? Okay. Rick Lear Jean. Mr. Jean, you got burglary, unarmed, $2,500 bond, possession of burglary tool, $1,000 bond, criminal mischief, $500 bond. Court finds probable cause, all counts. No return to the property. Have a good day. Then we have Carlos Leal Acosta.
Bond?
Thank you.
Rodriguez, go.
And now we have Francisco Rodriguez.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're charged, sir, with interfering with the custody of a minor, $1,000 bond, driving with a suspended driver's license, $100 bond. But the problem is you got a violation of probation, and that's out of Glades County. So you've got a no bond hold out of Glades. And you're gonna have to dispose of the cases in Broward, and then they'll transport you to Glades. Have a good day, sir. Then we have Tangwala. Mr. Tangwala.
Judge, we'll waive.
Morning, Your Honor.
Okay, one moment.
We'll waive formal reading of the.
Your waive of formal reading. Okay. State, what are you asking for? Are you here on this one, ma'am? Okay. What do you want to advise the court?
Just after we took him into custody, sir, post Miranda, he did admit to one of the.
Well, we're not getting into
But
the
for
things.
bond purposes, we were asking for, because he does have access and his, for some type of ankle monitoring or something like that.
Okay. State,
We're asking for the ankle monitor and surrender of passport. We have flight concerns.
you're asking for what?
The GPS and surrender of passport because.
Yeah, okay, but what are you asking for a bond?
As far as bond, 25,000 each count.
Okay. Defense?
I don't know what he can afford. I'll leave that to my colleague. When it comes to the passport surrender, I would ask for 48 hours upon release to surrender it to the court.
Okay. So state you're asking for a surrender of passport and ankle monitor and 25 on each.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And at this time, the court sets bond $25,000 count one, 25,000 count two, surrender, passport, and monitor level one with a monitor.
And judge, it surrenders within 48 hours of release.
48 hours to provide with the passport once released. Have a
Judge,
good
the
day.
maximum bond that he can afford is $5,000.
I understand that, but at this time, I'm going to leave it as set. Have a good day. Sangreev Prasad. All right, sir, you've got a false report, $100 bond. Court finds probable cause, but you got two violations, probation, and you'll be detained going before the appropriate judge on the 17th. Court finds probable cause, all counts. Okay, then we've got Jose Humana Medrano.
Spanish interpreter?
Mr. Medrano, you're charged with burglary with assault and battery.
Señor Madrano,
Court finds
se le
probable
acusa
cause.
de hurto con agresión y lesiones. Considero que existen indicios probables de delito.
And battery, count two.
Lesiones.
And battery, count three.
Para el cargo 2 y también un tercer cargo de lesiones.
State moves the court to find proof evidence presumption grade, hold no bond.
La Fiscalía solicita que su señoría considere que existe presunción alta con prueba evidente. Y what did you, the last part of what you said? Proof evident, presumption grade, and
hold no bond.
Y que se le mantenga bajo custodia sin posibilidad de fianza.
Judge, I have no objection to the misdemeanor battery charges.
Señor juez, no tengo ninguna objeción con respecto a los cargos de lesiones en grado de contravención.
When it comes to what the state's asking for on count one, I do object to the higher finding.
Con respecto a lo que está solicitando la Fiscalía, sí objeto a que se haga un hallazgo con respecto a la prueba evidente con alta presunción.
Even if Your Honor is to find proof evident presumption grade, it is within your discretion to still set a monetary bond.
Incluso si su señoría considera que existe prueba evidente con alta presunción, tiene la discreción de imponer simplemente una fianza más alta.
given the facts here, I think that would be warranted, and beyond that, I just want Your Honor to know he has one prior misdemeanor, that's it.
Dado los hechos de este caso, creo que eso sería lo procedente. Y para conocimiento de su señoría, el individuo lo único que tiene como antecedente es una contravención y eso es todo.
Court has reviewed the file and
He
the
evaluado el
court
expediente y
finds the proof evident presumption great.
considero que existe
No bond
prueba evidente con
at
alta
this
presunción.
time.
No hay
This
fianza en
is
este
a
momento.
temporary proceeding in that he's entitled to a full hearing
Esto es un procedimiento
on
temporal en el sentido
that
de
issue
que
at a later
tiene
time.
derecho a una audiencia completa
Court
más
finds
adelante.
probable cause all counts.
Considero que
Have
para
a good
todos los
day.
cargos hay indicios probables. Buen día. Su señoría, podemos pedirle que
No
se le
victim
prohíba
contact.
tener contacto con la víctima. Sí.
Donald Murray.
No puede tener contacto con la víctima.
Mr. Murray, you've got a violation of probation, no bond. Court finds probable cause. You'll be detained going before Judge Shearer on the 17th. Edward German.
Jeremy, come on.
Mr. German, you're charged with kidnapping. Court finds probable cause. And
Your Honor, we're asking the court to find proof evidence presumption grade, no bond hold.
Judge, I'm objecting here for a few reasons. One, the kidnapping itself, the alleged victim got in the car willingly. The alleged victim also says he doesn't know Mr. German. To me, this is very strange because allegedly, according to the facts here, Mr. German had the victim's cell phone number. The victim also says there was a deposit made into the account, and then apparently what's happening is we're trying to get the money back out of the account. That's a strange way to rob your own money if you make a deposit and you try to get it out. I think there's a lot going on here that we are not privy to based on the facts before us. It seems like we're getting some facts, and I'm unsure because what Mr. German's charged with this morning is a kidnap to commit or facilitate some sort of felony, and then the officer mentions it's a robbery, but he's not charged with the robbery, I think in part because there was a deposit in the account first. I think there are way too many questions here. There's too much that's unsure on what's going on here to find proof and presumption great. So I'd object to that finding based on really contradictory evidence in the probable cause affidavit.
I don't think there's any basis for you saying that it's his money.
Well, I
But
thought-
it's commingled at best.
Well, we know
but
there was
anyway,
a deposit.
I mean, but it's state.
There's enough proof evidence presumption grade, particularly with the statement that the victim got in there willingly. He got in there after threats to his family, so it's not necessarily willingly.
Well, I understand that, but counsel raises some points. It is rather bizarre, and there's a number of things that don't line up. So to find proof evident presumption grade, I would have to find essentially that a jury would find beyond the two exclusion of every reasonable doubt. And with the conflicts that are there, I find that the proof is not evident, presumption not great. In one aspect, he was in school, he was in a secured environment. He could have said there was a problem, instead he left and climbed over a fence to get out of the school grounds. Then he was in two different places, and then at the end, he claimed he was under duress. I'm not making a finding of fact, and as far as that's concerned, but there's just too many conflicts to find proof evident and presumption great. Court sets bond the amount of $10,000, no contact with the victim. Have a good day.
can't afford that.
You did, Tom?
Archulus Affini,
Judge, he's in Maine. I believe Mr. Finney wants to reset this for Monday, just so Your Honor knows. This was a juvenile case that's now been direct filed as an adult case. We withdrew, the public defender's office withdrew off the juvenile case. So he has Office of Regional Conflict Counsel Nicole Martin on the juvenile case. He's asking for her to be here to represent him given the conflict. So I'm asking for this to be reset for Monday. I believe that's what Mr. Finney wants. I don't know if RCC is better in the morning or the afternoon. I would leave it to the clerk. They know better than
Okay.
I do on when. If not, I would ask for the PM.
Mr. Affini, counsel in court has indicated that you have separate counsel. That counsel will not be available till Monday. That you were requesting that this matter be reset before the court makes any finding or review for Monday, so your attorney can be here. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, then I'm going to reset to Monday. Thank you very much. Gorman Roberts. You've got a violation of probation, no bond hold. You'll be detained, go before Judge Lynch on the 17th. Jerry Grant. Jerry Grant, you're charged with petty theft, $25 violation, and then you got 3 violations of pretrial release, no bond hold. Court finds probable cause. You'll be detained on the no bond holds. Okay, Abel Garcia Caro.
Judge, I'll ask you to waive formal reading of the charges.
Okay.
He should be in North Broward.
North Broward, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Garcia Caro, the attorney has waived the formal reading of the charges. Is this reset? I've got a note reset for well, I guess it's today.
Right, it was reset prior, so he's here today.
Okay. Based upon the waiver of the reading, court finds probable cause. State, do you want to be heard on the bond?
Your Honor, the state is asking that you find proof evident presumption grade as to the lateral charges.
No matter what we do here today, Mr. Garcia is being held no bond, or Mr. Garcia Caro is being held no bond on some other counts. This was a change of language by the state. He came through on different charges initially. The state changed the language. I believe the underlying conduct that the state alleges is the same.
Okay, and it's no, and they were found no bond?
Correct.
Okay, court sets no bond on count 1 and no bond on count 2, no contact. Okay, have a good day, sir. Travis Cook. Conti. Mr. Cook, you've got an ad charge of burglary, unoccupied conveyance. Court finds probable cause. Bond is $1,000. Have a good day, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Joshua Green.
North Broward.
Medical research, Your Honor.
Medical, thank you. And then we have Zachary Santiago.
Maine?
Mr. Santiago, you've got resisting an officer without violence, $100 bond. Then you have 4 warrants for violation of pretrial release. Court, those are no bond holds. by Judge Usan. Court finds probable cause. You'll be detained going before Judge Usan. Have a good day, sir. I believe that concludes the docket.
Judge, on page 10, going back to Torvis Skinner.
What's that?
It was a recall, Torvis Skinner, page 10.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. You're right. Torvis, where's him? Torvis Skinner, you've got a battery charge. Court finds probable cause. Bond is $1,000. No contact with the alleged victim. Have a good day.
He can't afford the $1,000 bond, Judge. Would you consider non-monetary release?
I think the bond is reasonable at this time. Thank you.
Judge, one more matter. Umar Taguwala, the state forgot to ask for no victim contact. This was the defendant with
If I did, it's no victim contact. No problem. Thank you.